You did it. It made me spit on myself. Hello, everyone. We're live at Epic headquarters. Was that Cafe who got that last kill? Does that mean I have to send him stuff? Was that him? I think he won this week. I sent him enough stuff already. Jeez, man.
He has a lot of stuff.
He won again. So congratulations, Cav, with another top 5 video from Zacubus. And speaking of that, he picked the best of season 1, and it's amazing. All the videos are really cool. The top winner was Ako. Sorry, I don't know which way to pronounce it. This is a bad thing about the internet. But he was the top prize winner. His kill's really cool. So make sure you check out the video next week. Zacubus is going to be putting that together this week, and I told you a little lie, but I didn't know it was a lie at the time. I said that we weren't going to be here next week, but Joe and Jim are going to be here, and they're going to look at Zacubus's video and just talk about stuff. So hang out, answer questions, stuff like that. So basically, I don't know what they're going to be doing yet, but one of the things that we'll be doing is taking a look at the top 5 videos. So watch out for that. Let's see what else we have going on. Don't forget Paragon. Make sure you go sign up. It's really important that you sign up on the website for the beta if you want to check it out and play it. The sooner the better, because they're going to start picking some names out soon. So get in there, put your stuff in. I'd love to see some UT people check it out and see what they think.
Yeah, awesome.
And also get Shadow Complex for free, even if you can't play it right now. If you're afraid your computer can't run it, or you don't have time to play, make sure you go and download it, because it's free right now. It's absolutely free. So go grab it, and at least have it for next year, because I think January 1st or 2nd it will be gone, and it'll be for pay. So
the game's so good.
it is. It's so much fun.
I've
played through so many times now. It's ridiculous. But let's see what else we have. Joe and Jim hosting. Oh, also people who won the Rocket League contest and Zacubus's top 5. A little behind on things, but I'm getting there. Everything is on its way. I know that Metal Fist got her prizes sent out yesterday, I think, and so they're coming. I'm getting everything out this week, since I'll be on vacation next week. So watch out for those. And shirts. These shirts are back in stock finally. Sorry it took so long, but we got it done. Thanks to Melissa for working so hard at that. We're gonna have a sale. We have a few little pictures to show you. Oh no, you did. That was amazing. That was amazing. So this is Stu Twin Blast Fitzsimmons. His hair was used for the Twin Blast character in the game, in case you missed that stream last week. So check out the Unreal Engine stream last week. You can see how they did that, the hair and everything. So that's one of the shirts, and there is Malcolm in the background with his little Santa hat. And this is Nick. Oh, there we go. And this is Nick also standing by Malcolm with another UT shirt on, so the red shirt. So the shirts are going to go on sale, so wait till Friday. Unless you're afraid that they're going to sell out, because we are going to announce today that these shirts are back in stock. If you're afraid they're going to sell out, then definitely go grab them. But if not, everything's going to go on sale, I think, Friday. So we'll also post about that when they go on sale.
Get Grandma one.
Yes, get Grandma one, because she's got run over by a reindeer. She needs a shirt to cheer up.
OGUT.
I know. Got some OGT. It was funny, because we've had a lot of tournaments happening lately, and a lot of contests, and people were asking me for, I'd say, just tell them which shirt I want, and I give them a link to the store. It's amazing how many people ask for this shirt. Mm-hmm. It's like, I just can't even believe it. And what's really funny is one guy said, "Oh my God, my dad had that poster. Can I have that shirt?"
Nice.
And my dad will love it. I'm going, oh gosh, we're getting
awesome.
really old. But so we got the art show today. Yeah, I know. It's
Art stuffs.
We have all artists all the time here, except for me. I draw, but you don't want to see it. So, but we have Pete, and we have Josh, and we have Adam. Good Adam. And we have some really cool stuff to look at. I gotta tell you, the guys weren't really ready to bring out a lot of stuff, because they've been working so hard on this. They want everybody to see it in all its splendor, because this Chill's going to be beautiful. It's really going to be beautiful.
Everything is work in progress.
And so Yes, that is where I'm
The
going
stream
with
team,
this.
work in progress.
That's where I'm going with this. This is all work in progress stuff. This is just to give you a little idea of all the work that goes behind what these guys are doing. We're going to start off with some robots.
Robots, definitely. Yeah, I've been working on weapons for a while, and then after that, a lot of miscellaneous stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was starting to have mechy withdrawal symptoms, and so I needed some big biddles to chew into, and so luckily we decided to start exploring some ideas for robots.
Woohoo!
So Adam started with an awesome concept, and you can kind of talk it through once we get to the first image.
Well, we posted this. This is the one we posted last week, right?
Mm-hmm.
This just kind of went crazy. I think Links posted it, and I started getting a whole bunch of questions about it, and people had comments and who they thought it looked like, and they were, arguing about it and everything. Cool thing was they were really talking about this one a lot.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, I think the important thing is just to stress how early on in the process this is. I mean, this is kind of like our first iteration, and we still have a lot of things to work out, and like that's why Pete's building it in 3D right now, so that we can see all if the animations
Make
can
it
work
little.
properly. Yeah.
Yeah. So the first phase, if we get to the next image, is I just start roughing it in 3D, and so this looks like maybe a finished image, but it's not. It's only about 50-60% complete. And so what I need to do is I need to translate that concept into 3D just so I can kind of have a physical, tangible thing to start playing with and figuring out. So
you can look at these and you almost hear the sounds that they make when they run for like the old game.
yeah, for sure.
Oh, these are awesome.
And so basically just this is the default T-pose. One of the challenging things that we've got to address with the robots is they have to fit on the existing character skeleton. So they do have to be humanoid, they do have to be bipedal. Their fingers, I took a finger off, but their fingers have to be in the same place for the same grip on first-person weapons, things along those lines. So there's
Little
definitely...
things you don't even think about.
Yeah, there's lots of technical restraints that we're having to figure out. With that said, we're still trying to do something kind of dynamic and different to give them a unique silhouette. The biggest thing is probably the torso area with the pistons, so I don't know if you want to touch on that, Adam.
Yeah, we're just trying to find ways to kind of break up the silhouette so that you can read this as a robot from distance, basically, and kind of give all the different factions a unique, readable silhouette, I guess you could say, and so that's kind of one of the few areas that we can get away with the robots because we don't want to add too much stuff, high shoulders and kind of crazier bits that we normally would be able to get away with a different skeleton, but for this it's so restricted that we have to kind of limit it to cutting out parts or stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
One of the other really important things to note is we're going to have 3 distinct styles of robots, and each one of those styles will kind of have upgrade paths. So the one that we started out with is very utilitarian, industrial type of look, and so that's why it has a bit more exposed parts. One of the awesome things about doing this is there's so many people that are super passionate about robots, and just like any other thing that you're passionate about, everybody has their favorite. So a lot of people want a more sleek, refined, sporty sports car or high-end motorcycle,
yeah.
Lots of cool car paint, stuff like that. And so we'll definitely explore those motifs, but with this one we're trying to do something very kind of industrial.
Oh, that's really cool right there.
This image is interesting because people were focused on the color of it a lot. And when we're just roughing in geometry, trying to explore the forms, we're not really as focused on the color. We'll definitely switch it up, but this just goes to show you by changing his plating to a more glossy black and giving him green lights, that automatically reads as a little bit more sinister, dangerous. The other thing is like you were saying, the sounds, the audio that they make, the style of animations, if we give them custom stuff. It's not just the model itself that gives something its personality, it's the total package as far as the way that it animates, the audio that it has, its kind of AI personality that we give it.
Yep.
This basically shows the internal skeleton, and this is how I kind of started the whole
crazy.
robot modeling process. Was since we needed to adhere to the animation skeleton, I basically took the animation rig and built the robot kind of super core off of that. So we know exactly where we have to have articulated joints and then what other areas where we might be able to deviate from that. So that helps me a lot to work from the inside out. This would also probably be what we use for the gore. Whenever they get, you know, blown up and stuff, we'll have these miscellaneous robotic skeletal parts exploded. And this shows how it matches up with the character. So Malcolm on the left with kind of a see-through material on it. In the middle you see the core skeleton that I built, and then on the right you see the actual robot bits kind of overlaid to see how it synchronizes and make sure the animators are happy and everything will line out. It'll fit on the existing rig. So that's the biggest thing that people need to understand, is we're not just designing something that looks cool, we're addressing a lot of technical restraints and gameplay restraints as well. So
for the original ones, that was very cool, Shelly. for the original robots, are they going to be more shiny and perfect and just off the assembly line, or are we going to go for ones that have been through the tournament for a while and they're kind of beat up?
I think we'll have a little bit of everything. And again, between the three distinct visual styles, we'll have things that you can upgrade and modify on them. And much like we'll have the custom skins for the weapons, some will be very dirty, some will be polished and clean, some will have kind of colorful anodized bits. So
yeah, and that's really the whole point.
If you wanted to.
And that's really the whole point of us doing all this initial stuff, so that we can kind of figure out, do we want to go in the kind of shiny, fresh out of the factory look, or do we want to go more towards like the dirty, grungy look, or both? And kind of really figuring that stuff out. Like, we're still in that process of, you know, which direction do we want to go. So this was kind of the initial stage of that. And I noticed some comments on the thread about having robots have like a unique personality, since they are kind of, they do end up being like mindless drones in a way. And that's kind of in the concept that's out there right now. That wasn't really a focus to make it a specific character. That's kind of like the general robot guideline. It wasn't really like trying to hit a specific character personality or something. So we'll definitely get characters, robots with character, but we haven't really gotten to that point yet. So.
Yeah, it's super early in the process, so I definitely appreciate everybody's comments in the thread. But just keep that in mind. We've got plenty of time to work all this stuff out. The other thing, and I mentioned this in the thread, is we aren't going to finalize the first robot kind of faction or style until we have all three of them about 70-80% complete, because we really want to show a lineage and a consistency, but variance in their kind of evolution of design. And so I think we can't really finalize anything until we have all three of them. So just understand it's very early in the process, but we still appreciate all the feedback. I'll post these renders in the thread and look forward to everybody continuing to discuss the process. So
I'll ask before anybody else. I'm sure somebody already did ask, but are there going to be any familiar robots that we're going to see?
I think we'll have nods to certain stuff, but again, same thing with the lore and the fiction. We're not adhering to anything specific. We're kind of reinventing with a more reboot type of approach, and so we definitely want to have nods to the history and the nostalgia of it, but I think it's dangerous to go, this is the bot that you played in this previous game. So I think it's definitely worth exploring, and I'm also sure, much like with the weapons, we'll have community members that'll hopefully start making some awesome stuff, and we could have the fully retro version of Zan or this other bot or whatever.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
That's the word I was looking for.
Yes. We're not talking about Zan yet. It's still very early in the process.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Who? So yeah, lots of fun stuff, and we've been having a blast, and we've been very scared to show it because it is so early, but we want to start involving you guys more, and especially with the character stuff.
Well, it's generated a lot of interest. I mean, over, doing the community stuff, I have to kind of keep an eye on what's buzzing and what's not. And Chill and the robots have been very buzzed about lately.
Yeah.
You know, all over social media and in the forums and everything. So you guys have been doing a great job. So
Your stuff
I'm
looks
excited.
killer, dude. It looks awesome.
yeah,
I'm
those
excited.
was
Really cool.
amazing.
I've been having a blast getting my
Yeah,
Mickey Biddle fix.
Yeah, he's been very, very, very happy lately. It's funny because I mean his I remember you were working on one of the older ones just to mess around with it and you just put it on your Facebook page and stuff like that. I'm not going to say anything else other than that, but I know that when you work on robots, you definitely can tell that you're over there just
I'm having fun.
coming in early, leaving late.
Yeah, no, I love it, and definitely the weapons are a blast, but robots and vehicles, all that is my jam. Fun stuff.
Cool.
I think Adam has some
Yep.
more concept for us.
You're gonna move into chill stuff.
Little bit
I
of
think
chill concept.
We did some robots. It's time to chill.
Yeah. So I think we'll kind of run through all the kind of the concept work that I've been doing for the environment, trying to get all the little details that we might add to the environment, like banners here, and then on the next.
Well, this is those.
slide.
What are these? Are these like flags just to hang?
These would be.
These are loincloths that.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Yeah. No, these were kind of explorations into what type of people might inhabit the environment. How far do we want to kind of allude to their history and all that kind of stuff? So trying to figure out some type of motif or design that we could follow through with the rest of the environment pieces.
No, these are really cool.
And you can kind of see on the shields in the next one that it kind of follows through, hopefully, and you can kind of see
Yep.
that it's not just
Should
random.
I say kind of like a Viking feel a little bit or something? Or no, I
Maybe,
shouldn't say
I don't know.
that?
Probably not.
I think somebody in the thread said space Vikings. What?
Yep.
Well, I like that. That's very
sounds
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, they are.
it's pretty.
They're space antlers, though. So.
They're space moose antlers.
Yep.
Space
And-
moose confirmed.
Yeah. And here was a rug design that I did that we might try to get in and
This is-
put on the
Yeah, that's
floors
really
and
cool.
stuff.
That is
That's
so
awesome.
cool.
Huge beefy
So,
rug.
did you think you'd be concepting rugs when you came on board?
It was on my to-do list actually, so I'm excited to do rugs.
tie the room together?
Yep, exactly. Interior decorating.
Interior decorating too.
Yep.
He does it all, man.
Yep, and here's some different window variations. Just trying to
Oh, how
nail
cool.
different, where we wanted to go with the look. The first couple ones are kind of more church, cathedral looking, and then the later ones are a little more.
So I
Old
think that
castle
the great
feeling and
question
stuff.
just got answered here. Is there snow and chill? It looks like there's a little bit of snow there.
It's gonna be chilly, I think.
Yeah, you guys will see when Josh shows off his stuff. You guys will be able to see it.
So what's this?
These are more just designs exploring different ways. We were thinking of doing some type of stained glass, which might be really cool. You get the cool material reflections and stuff, and then just different shields, and then just more stuff that we can put on walls and stuff like that. And then here's a interior shot, kind of exploring.
Holy goodness, my God, this is amazing.
Exploring different kind of materials that we can use on the walls, like different rock types, and how we can make those look as cool as possible, basically. Get the mood right for the environment.
So this is the Redeemer room, right?
That
That
one,
one?
yeah, yep. We're thinking of having like a broken roof and snow coming in and all kinds of cool stuff.
Deamer time.
Yeah. Here's.
So-
Sorry, go ahead.
Can we go back one, Shell? I'm sorry.
No.
So is that a nollie cross up in the top there? Or does
Maybe.
it just look
It
like...
wasn't. That might be there intentionally or not. Who knows?
Nolly cow confirmed.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I'm trying.
You're
I'm
giving
try-
away the
trying
Easter
not-
eggs
I'm
already.
I'm
Yes.
trying not to be fangirl here, but it's so
My bad.
hard. I have to see something like, oh God. Yeah, this is very cool. Okay, I'm sorry. We can go ahead now.
And then, so the next one is showing kind of the floor design that Josh is gonna
What is
blow
that?
everyone's minds with. I kind of did this like geometric floor shape thing that he worked out, and it looks really awesome. So hopefully you can show that off right now.
Is that all?
Over that?
Yeah,
I think that's it.
That's awesome.
Oh.
Surprise!
Really, really cool stuff.
Yes.
Very cool stuff.
It's really good to have you on site too. 'Cause
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was. I think that we pulled it together pretty nicely, but it was really hard not having you here.
Yeah, it's been to me it's been a huge difference because they'll just shout over, hey, can you make us this real quick? Can you make us some shields or whatever? And so I can just jump on and knock those out right then instead of having to wait
And
a week and a half to get back to them.
Here's a little surprise. You might have designed our Christmas cards this year, our holiday cards, sorry, for the studio. And
Nice.
Yep. That was my first project here.
Moving on up.
yeah, so yeah, and that was another thing. I walked in and I was like, hey, do you think you could? And he was like, yeah, sure. I was like, oh, yeah, this is gonna be good. So
Christmas card and a rug within the same month.
I know,
you made
man,
it.
you're
Living the dream.
Or holiday cards.
yes, you're total like Zazzle now. Yeah.
Portfolio is strong with this one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dead Art Station.
Greeting cards, rugs,
All right.
gooba.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna show some.
Editor.
Yeah.
Goodness.
I've got a little test map that
Nice.
I've.
So you're. Oh, what do we see here?
There you go.
Yeah, so I guess I've started working on some assets for Chill mid-October-ish, so
Oh my goodness.
there's not a lot to show, but so these were initial, first things I did were just kind of the
There we go.
Oh,
That
awesome.
was crazy.
yeah, I kind of modeled them to the angle in the,
So
in the
that's
map.
that's that roof of that one.
yeah,
building.
so these are kind of tiley roofs. We were just talking this morning, we're going to redo these and make them a lot cooler. Weren't really happy with the way these came out, so look for the new ones next week.
I always
For you
look at things
GitHub
and I
guys.
think, these are amazing, and the guys are like, no, they're not good. We can do much better. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, so
Oh wow. I see a Rubik's
Adam
cube.
came out. Yeah, so you can probably figure out where these go in the map.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Big fatty arches.
Wow,
and
those look really cool. Is
yeah,
that
these
like
are really cool.
is that like iron or?
They're more like kind
Mal-
of stone.
Carved stone.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think of what that rock's called. I love the rock. It's
Granite or
hematite.
something?
It looks like hematite or something. It's gorgeous. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Excuse me, is that partially zinc?
Yeah, so
Consult the Googles.
I'm a rock fangirl too. I
don't
can't
know.
help it.
blue
Looks
stone.
like tanzanite.
So I was
You know,
able to
Tim
generate a
Sweeney
bunch
likes
of
rocks too, so I'm good company.
yes,
You're not Tim.
I know I'm not
bunch
Tim
of different
Sweeney. that's
pieces
for
off this
sure.
guy. So
Yeah, that's awesome.
These are amazing.
yeah, so we tried a few different things. Adam did some concepts early on with kind of bigger stones going around, and those didn't really translate into 3D well. So we kind of started brainstorming last week, and Adam did a pretty cool kind of silhouette drawing of this, and just kind of took it into ZBrush and tried to think about, you know, being able to break it out into multiple different pieces.
So
So
these
the
were
guys can
these were
get-
done in ZBrush and then brought in.
Yeah, they're sculpted in ZBrush, and then
What's the
volume.
process that you guys go through? You get the map.
Yeah, so for the arches, I take the BSP shell and I export the BSP so I can kind of line it up, make sure the proportions are all right. And anything that I make that's bent, I make it straight first. That way, kind of like this. And then you can put what's called a bend modifier and 3ds Max on it, and you know, make all different kinds of shapes on it.
Yeah, helps you create a lot of
Wow.
modular pieces.
Yes, yeah. So you know, just from this arch, I was able to get a few. You know, I can make a few more pieces, I'm sure, coming out of this. But Rick's, you know, it gives Rick a lot to kind of play with on this motif. But
And
This is-
more
this is
Lego
so
pieces.
cool.
yeah, so
Yeah.
this was kind of the first thing we hit. I think that has some kind of unique architectural design to it. So we're gonna try to, you know, take this and make some doorways and, you know, window frames and stuff like that out of it.
One could say those assets are rocking. Thank
Thanks,
you,
Stacey.
Ern.
The stream is on fire.
Yeah. How many puns is that so far? Another cool thing is it's called pixel depth offset. So instead of having to use a translucent material with a depth fade, which is kind of expensive shader-wise, you can control where meshes meet based on a black and white mask. So it doesn't look perfect. This isn't a perfect mask yet, but
Yeah.
it doesn't have that kind of video gamey
Yeah.
harsh scene that you get all over the place.
is
So I'm
really cool.
still experimenting with that. But
And that's I'm sorry.
No, go
I was
ahead.
just going to say that's a good point, and similar to the robots and the character stuff. With the environment stuff, we definitely been listening to you guys, and you've been saying you want to be involved earlier in the process and see more of how everything's put together. And so, again, it's
Yeah.
sometimes very scary and painful to show early stuff, but we're doing our best to share as much as we
Yes,
can
yeah.
and communicate more and show more. And I hope you guys enjoy it, but I also hope you guys understand everything's work in progress. We'll continue to refine, to polish, etc.
Yep. So yeah, please feel free to hit me up if you guys have any questions or anything on the
That
forums.
just looks like real snow already. That's
I still have
crazy.
to add the little sparkly glints and all that, and I can sculpt proper snow piles. These are just kind of little flat meshes. But yeah, those will be coming. We've got some ice right here, still work in progress as well, but
Wow.
it's been fun to kind of make.
Yeah.
Rick's putting them all over the place.
Unreal Ancient Ice. This is cool. Oh, there's
Yeah,
another
so
pun, and I
it's
didn't
fun.
mean it.
Yeah, Trying
Wow.
to work on, subsurface scattering, and I still need to make a better translucency map for the middle of it, but it's getting there.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
looking
it's
good.
fun. Thanks. And then these are kind of the new textures I made for most of the buildings and the walls and stuff. All of it's going to be vert paintable as usual. I love vertex painting.
So that's just to blend it and give it more variance, even
Yeah,
though a large
yeah,
chunk
so it
of
kind
it's
of
tiling.
breaks up that repetitiveness. So we've got this guy, and then I'm gonna make a new texture for this. So I'm coming up with that right now. So that's
The walls
fun.
like worn away. What about on the bottom? How did you?
These are snow decals right now that I made. So
That is so cool.
yep. You can put those anywhere, scale them. I'm gonna add the
Like
vertex
paintbrushes and-
functionality to paint
Yeah.
snow on all of these guys. Just when you have a seam between a snowy ground and a building, you kind of want to have the snow build up on the ground. So just to make it feel more in place.
NATO is super excited about some trees.
This is
You have
this is
NATO
like really
trees.
quick basic speed tree stuff that I was
They
playing
look really
around
cool.
with and just added kind of like a snow vector and up vector to put it on top of the leaves. So our plan is to have a lot of movement in the level. You guys saw Adam's concept. It's really kind of snowy and lots of wind and fog and stuff. So we've got some pretty cool. We've got the trees and his awesome banners that he did, and working on some ropes moving in the wind right now. So
Are those happy trees?
That was one of
they
the
don't look too happy. Maybe I don't know.
I think they're happy trees.
Yeah.
girl to throw out and make them happier.
So this is kind of based on
From
that
back
first.
here, it looked like the rock band.
Yeah. This is based on that concept from Adam. So I've got a couple different versions of this. I've got a destroyed version, and kind of paint between that.
Oh, wow.
You can kind of build up snow, and that's all based on a height map. You can switch out the snow for like dirt, whatever you want to kind of build up. So, I'll probably near the entrances and exits, I'll have some snow built up, and then maybe in the middle, like have some kind of dirt or something like that. Let's see, blue. Yeah, so you can. This I have like a world offset paint, so you can actually paint the verts up a little bit, so it looks like snow's kind of, or whatever,
Building
kind of
up.
built up.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Well, you'd also have some variance with just how the stone was laid as well. It would have
Yeah.
been laid
This is
perfectly. and
amazing.
gives it just those subtle little touches, make it a lot more realistic and
Definitely.
believable.
I don't know if the people on the stream can see that there's actually snow falling too.
Oh yeah, I just have a little snow particle in there. And then I'm probably gonna have ice in there. This isn't final.
Oh,
this
wow.
look. So keep that in mind. I'm definitely not happy with that yet, but you can kind of see the possibilities.
Those are-
You guys can have with this. So once this stuff is out there, you guys can have fun and
Yeah.
go for it.
It's going to be awesome to have another
Here's another-
kind of set of art Legos for everybody to play with.
Yeah,
and
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think it would be nice when we have, more of these that, people can pull pieces from each one and really start to make some unique stuff.
Yep. So this is the typical herringbone design. It's got broken pieces as well, kind of the same thing. And then this is a pretty awesome little druid that where the Malcolm statues are right now, or Tay, sorry. These guys will be. So yeah,
Nice.
pretty menacing. They're,
Who
they're
did
cool.
these?
Rick did these.
Those are
Yeah.
so cool.
He did some work for
Awesome.
once. Thanks, Rick.
Boom.
It's documented.
Yeah. No, they came out really awesome, and he's doing some other kind of stuff like this that'll
Yeah.
really tie in the
Statue
level
stuff.
and lore.
Everybody,
Yeah.
everybody on the stream say hello to
cool.
Rick Kohler.
What's up, Rick?
Nice.
So this is a cool
Oh.
floor decal that Eric
Oh,
Terry
yeah.
did
Oh,
yesterday.
sweet.
So this is in one of Adam's concepts as well. So we're gonna try to do a few different things that, this.
Who
Yeah.
did
We're-
this?
Eric Terry.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so he's on Paragon right now,
Yeah,
but
he's-
he donated his spare time.
Thank you, Eric.
To
That's,
us,
that's
so.
awesome.
Yeah, so any way we can break up the just long, flat, repetitive floors, with things like this will definitely work and help us out in the long run. So yeah, that's about it for me
That was
right
groovy.
now. I've still got a lot more stuff to make, like banners, snow piles, new roofs. So yeah, you guys should be seeing that come online pretty soon.
Oh, that would be so nice
Score.
if people can score.
Score.
That people can actually use this stuff for their maps. I know that Captain Migraine's working on a new map.
Yeah.
Understand?
That one's really cool.
Yep, we talked about that one last week.
Yep.
And so it would be nice to see some of this stuff be used too. I think he could do some of this in his deep map, but thank you so much, Josh, for showing this. Thanks to you guys for showing your stuff early, because it's I know it's a scary thing, but it's really nice to see the process, because it's really cool. It's
Mhm.
really awesome how you guys work. So, if you guys have any questions about this stuff, we're going to be doing a little bit more art stuff coming in the new year. As these guys can actually get some stuff out, they can maybe come and talk to us every once in a while, and not be so busy all the time. So
Heads down all the time.
heads down all the time, constantly. So hopefully we can do some art questions too. So I'll be posting a thread in the art thread about questions that you want to ask these guys. So.
Mhm.
I think that's all we have for this week. Next week, like I said, we'll have Joe and Jim will be here. Joe Wilcox and Jim Brown, and they're always fun. Hopefully they won't argue this time. You think
They
will?
should. They just have a
They,
whole
yeah,
stream
they'll
of
argue.
them
That's
just
what's gonna
arguing
happen.
about awesome.
It's
Their
gonna
puns won't
happen.
be as good as y'all's though.
No,
so.
definitely not. And they're going to take a look at Zacubus' top 5 for the season. So make sure
For
you
the whole
watch.
season, right?
Yeah, for the whole
Nice.
season. So that's
That'll be
it's
fun.
gonna be pretty cool. He's just started work on that, and I will see you guys next year. Other than playing over the holidays, I will definitely be jumping in. I'll be playing this Friday at 4 o'clock. So make sure you jump in and play with us then. And I'll be playing online over the holidays. So make sure you stop in and say hello.
Absolutely.
And make sure you watch the stream tomorrow, because Paragon stuff. Oh, cinematic lighting and renderings features used in the Paragon trailer. So that should be pretty cool. And then they're going to have the Game
Pretties.
Jam results. So yeah, that Paragon trailer.
Techie
was killer.
pretties.
Yeah,
Yep.
so.
Awesome.
All right, guys. We will see you. Well, they'll see you next week. I'll see you next
Yep.
year. Take care.
Bye.